All right, guys. So Sunday night football is over, and this is pretty much going to be just kind of a overall reaction. I'm still kind of dwelling on what happened yesterday. I'll go into a little more detail in later videos, but as of right now, this is going to be my overall thoughts on what I thought of the game itself. Sunday, the game with the Tennessee Titans coming to town, the 6-1 Tennessee Titans going up against the 7-1 Los Angeles Rams, and then pretty much how I feel about the Titans and how I feel about the Rams, and some concerns that I have. So, let's see. Sunday was a pretty fun day, at least for me in the beginning. In the beginning, I actually went to I went with some friends to the Jacksonville Jaguars game. They were playing the Buffalo Bills, who at the time were considered by many to be the best team in the AFC. I think now that honor belongs to the Tennessee Titans, but I will get into that here a little more in a little bit. So that was really fun. I just wanted to give the Jaguars a shout out because I'm pretty proud of the Jaguars. They played hard. Defense played pretty incredible, pretty incredible, man. There was no touchdowns at all in that game, but it was still really thrilling. We were surrounded by Bills fans, dude. They really came out, man. It was nuts. A lot of Bills fans. They were really nice though. Some of them were yelling some stuff to the field. That's par for the course. There's nothing wrong with that. I was yelling too. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm kind of losing my voice here a little bit. I didn't go too crazy. But I did have fun though. And it was fun. Very proud of the Jaguars. I even heard of something, I guess it's the first time in NFL history where a guy with the same name sacks a quarterback with the same name. So Josh Allen, linebacker for the Jaguars, sacked Josh Allen for the quarterback of the Buffalo Bills. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool, man. It was a gas. It was real fun. So congratulations to the Jaguars on quite a big upset. And as it appears, I guess that wasn't the only upset of the day, as many top teams in the league lost for around the league today. Pardon me. And yes, as you all can see plainly on my screen here, one of them was the Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams were defeated by the Tennessee Titans on Sunday Night Football by a final score of 28-16. I suppose everyone was talking about the Rams. We were riding high, myself included, I'll admit, with the trade for Von Miller. And, everyone was talking about, oh, we're going to the Super Bowl this, Super Bowl that. Well, they definitely go to the Super Bowl now. See, this is why I don't like talking like that, and why I don't like members in the media, specifically our media, who keeps hounding our team about getting ready for the Super Bowl run. This team's going to the Super Bowl, going to the Super Bowl. Y'all need to chill with that, okay? Y'all need to stop. There's a long way to go. Personally, I don't think this. Look, I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't think this team's good enough to play in the Super Bowl right now. I think we can be, but right now, from what I saw last night, there are some glaring issues that just will not be able to get it done if that is our true goal, to win a championship. And it's issues that are constant. They're the same issues I've seen over the past couple of years with this regime. So before I go way too down the rabbit hole, let me backtrack a little bit. So somewhat a revenge game for the Titans, I suppose. They came in Uh, we tend it just seems like we tend to struggle against more physical dom physical football teams, power running physical football teams. It's because I've as you all know, for me personally, I love my team to be physical. I want physical football players. I want that nasty edge on them. I want them to really try to lay the pop on someone, hit them hard. I don't want anyone to get injured, okay? But I do want to see that physicality because all this bells and whistles and motions and all this stuff going on. At the end of the day, it's the physical football teams that are in the finals every year if you look closely. So we tend to struggle with physical football teams, and the Titans are as physical as they come. So going into this game, I was concerned because this was they're very smash mouth football. They're very no nonsense. Their offense, like they really don't do a whole lot of creatively, I think is the right word, on either side of the ball, offense or defense. But they'll smack you in the mouth, and they're strong too. So that type of team, I've always felt the Titans were really underrated, but now they've made some noise last night. So very tough physical team. So I was worried about this matchup going in, and like I said, this is just kind of a overall like reaction to the game. It's the next morning, dude. I still need to. I hadn't even watched like the pressers. I hadn't even watched what Sean. I don't want to hear what Sean has to say right now. I don't want to hear what any of the players have to say right now. I will here soon. I'm gonna analyze it, then I'll make more videos about it, obviously. But this is just kind of an instant reaction because did not like what I saw. I'll start with the defense, okay? I thought the defense played quite well. I thought for the most part, our defense played the run very, very well. Titans were without Derrick Henry. For a broken foot. The guy broke his foot, so that was looking really good for us. But they went ahead and brought in Adrian Peterson. They promoted one of the guys from the practice squad. I forget his name. But overall, the Titans, they pride themselves on running the football, being a power run football team. They really couldn't do anything against us. We stopped the run pretty well. So I was happy. I was very happy with how our defense performed in that manner. Our D-line, linebackers, I was proud of how they did. We were without Sebastian Joseph Day, which is a key loss for us. But I thought A'Shawn Robinson stepped up. I thought Greg Gaines stepped up as a run stuffer. I thought Aaron Donald was wrecking havoc all over the place. They played very, very well, and I'm proud of them. They were a bright spot last night. And just guys, we were without Von Miller. They sat Von Miller for this game. I guess he's nursing like an ankle injury, and they're just kind of being on the more cautious side. I agree with the decision to sit him. You want to. We really could have used him out there, but it's good to be safe, and make sure he's healthy for the postseason because we're definitely going to need him for the postseason. So imagine how good we did against the run against a power running football team without Von Miller. The defense is going to go to another level. It's going to be great. That's something to look forward to. And Rams fans, the defense was looked at as kind of a weakness on this team, and I think it may develop into a strength going forward. Very, very, very happy with the defense. Jalen was playing very well. The Titans overall really didn't impress me on offense that much. Tannehill made some throws. A.J. Brown looked good, but it wasn't like they were just overwhelming us. I really feel and I hate when people say this, but because it wasn't entirely true. The Rams did. We didn't beat ourselves, but we certainly helped the Titans. We definitely helped the Titans get the win on us last night. Definitely. Especially on offense, but I'll get to them in a second. But overall, I thought the defense played well. Jalen played well. Dante Dion, I thought, played pretty well. Dante, man, I know you're a young player. You got to take it easy with some of the jawing. All right, it's not all of it's your fault. As a matter of fact, a lot of it, from what I saw, wasn't your fault. AJ, I know he was like, I think it was AJ Brown. He was kind of getting in the face of. This is a physical football team. This is what happens when you play physical football teams. Like I don't know if the Rams are that used to that. That's my problem with the team. We need to be more physical. Okay, and there was a lot of back and forth, a lot of questions with the officiating. I'll get to that here in a second. But Dante, you got to keep a cooler head, all right? But overall, I thought the defense played well. Offense. I thought the offense was atrocious. I thought the offense was terrible. Matthew Stafford arguably had one of his worst games last night. He does need to shoulder some of the blame, but here is the thing: it's not all him. I'm not trying to pile on to you, Matthew. All right, but oh my God. As far as the offense is concerned, what really killed us is the play of the offensive line, the play of the quarterback, and the play calling from our head coach, Sean McVay. I thought he did a terrible job last night. I really, really did. It's our starting with our O-line, okay? Our O-line couldn't block anybody to save their lives, all right? And this is a group in the offseason of who I was really worried about, and because our office doesn't seem to want to draft top tier talent in the draft for offensive linemen, but so far they have proven a lot of people wrong, including myself, because the offensive line has been playing well up to this point. And I've been really hard on people like Brian Allen, but Brian Allen has surprised me, and Brian Allen has played well this whole season. But not last night. Not last night. They looked, the whole offensive line as a whole, not just Brian, but the whole offensive line looked weak. They looked weak at the point of attack. They looked timid. They just looked overwhelmed, man. The Titans, it just looked like they weren't putting up any type of friction at all. They were literally just blowing past them. It's like, get off me. Stop it, Brian Allen. Stop it, Dave Edwards. Stop it. Just get out of my way. Okay, I watched, I think it was Edwards who got blown back into Matthew Stafford in one of the most embarrassing highlights I've seen for an offensive lineman. The offensive line got completely abused Sunday night, and everyone saw it. Everyone on Sunday night saw how weak we were on the offensive line and how we play against a physical football team. Okay, physical teams like the Titans we're going to see in the playoffs. We need to be able to handle them. And last night we couldn't. All right, I'm sorry, guys. I still love the team. I still love y'all, but I call it like it is. Y'all look terrible. Okay, y'all need to really watch the film and either get in the weight room and get pump some iron, put some more iron, because that type of effort, it just isn't going to do it. The good news here for all of us Rams fans is, we're not going to see the Titans again unless we see them in the Super Bowl. So I believe a team like the Titans is exactly the type of team to beat us, the Rams, because they're very physical up front on both sides of the ball. And Matthew Stafford just did not have any time at all to really think or process or throw or go downfield, because they were in the backfield like instantly, dude. Like instantly as soon as the ball was snapped. And then you have Matthew throwing like 2 pick sixes in a row, or just that was just such a crazy sequence of events. I'll break it down later when I kind of go back and analyze the game. I really haven't looked at the game at all last night. I was drinking. I was pretty salty, so I'm like, you know what? I haven't really broken down anything yet. I will in future videos, but as of right now, remember Matthew about to be sacked for a safety, threw a pick, they score a touchdown. The very next series, we come out, Matthew immediately throws a pick six that the Titans instantly go up 14-3. We basically gave this team 14 points. And what's crazy about it is we were killing it with the run game. Like anytime we gave it to Daryl, Daryl played well this game running the ball. We were able to get to the second level. He pumped out a good chunk of yardage. The problem is our coach Sean apparently doesn't want to run Daryl all that much. It just blows my mind. Sean. I don't know what it's clear that if our O-line cannot block them, and if their defensive linemen are in the backfield seconds after the ball is snapped, Matthew is rattled, and you could tell on his face the dude was sweating it inside his helmet. I don't know if y'all saw that. I did, and the dude just looked rattled. Okay, I would be rattled too. These dudes are huge, man, and they're like banging on him every single play. The old lineman's they're basically like a turnstile, just letting these players into the backfield. But we were able to run, but Sean didn't want to run. There were so many instances where we had third downs where it was like 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, and he chooses to pass. And of course, the Titans have a very good secondary, and it's incomplete, and we punt. It drives me insane. We start out a drive, run the ball a few times. We pick up some good yardage, pick up some first downs. We're like, okay, good. This is good. Sean's running the ball. Okay. This is good. We have a running game. We have the physical ability to run, and we're running it sweet. But then Sean completely abandons it and like passes 5 times in a row. And they're either, and of course they're like 2-yard passes, and they're either incomplete, and they just fall to the ground, and we punt. Give the ball right back to the Titans. So I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna cut it off here. I will. I gotta analyze, what Sean said at the podium. I might actually do that next. Do a video, because I see it right here about Sean. See what kind of BS he's spewing to the media after this, and see kind of take a look back at the tape and analyze what I saw. But overall, I did see some good things. I'm excited for our defense moving forward. I think our defense is about to really upgrade. Our offense is still really good. We just lost to a really good football team last night, guys. It's really what it boils down to. I do think we can beat the Titans if we play them again. But man, Sean, you have got to get better calling the plays. You have got to be more patient. You can, because I can see you being erratic on the field with your play calls. I can tell whenever in your mind you feel pressured, whenever you are panicking. It is so clear. It is so clear, Sean. Okay, when you are panicking, I can tell. And I know a lot of Rams fans can tell too by how you call the plays. You need to be steady. You need to be better calling the plays, and you need not to panic. You need to be patient, Sean. Running the ball requires patience. And it makes sense that you don't run it a lot because I can tell you're scatterbrained, which isn't always a bad thing, but it's in this game of strategy, you got to show patience and you got to go with what's working. Okay. And it was just frustrating to watch. The penalties were ridiculous. And oh, by the way, that officiating staff, probably one of the worst I've ever seen. I don't know who the hell, what was that official that was calling the plays, but the dude was getting all kinds of stuff wrong. You know, that pass, roughing the passer against Aaron Donald, where he just basically just like shoved Ryan Tannehill out of bounds like a little love tap, was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life. And you have this, I don't want to cuss, so I'm really trying not to cuss. You have this dude like giggling while he's like announcing the penalties in real time. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see him kind of go, okay, we got roughing the passer on the Rams, you know, for 15 yards. It just, the worst officiating I've ever seen in my life. The absolute worst. I don't even know who he is. I've never actually seen him before. What is the NFL running out of officials? Is that what's going on? What is this officials from Kmart or something? Okay. No disrespect to Kmart, but I'm just saying they were terrible, disgusting. But I'm gonna cut it off here, guys. I'll make a few more videos on this once I get, you know, once I go back and look at the tape. But this is just kind of like my instant reaction. I'm just not too pleased with the team, but it's going to be all right. We just lost to a better football team last night, so we got a lot of work to do. So we'll see what happens. I think we can get there, but the coaching and the players are going to have to really look inward and understand some of the weaknesses on their team, and they got to get better at it. So that's going to be it for now, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And as always, go Rams.